Yo, what is good, everyone, and happy Final Fantasy 15 launch week. Yo, that game is fire. If you have not checked out my live stream on the game, make sure you see that on my channel. I thought it was pretty cool. But anyway, this is OJ. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch video that I have here for you guys. We've got a lot of great stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump right into the news. So Stardew Valley has been canceled on the Wii U and development has shifted over to the Nintendo Switch. So this comes from the official post of Eric Barone, Stardew Valley's developer, and he has confirmed that the Wii U version of Stardew Valley has been canceled and the development has shifted over to Nintendo Switch. He said that Stardew Valley will not be coming to the Nintendo Wii U. Looking at the Wii U and the current gaming landscape, we made the difficult choice to shift our development efforts to creating a version for the Nintendo Switch. I'm really looking forward to the Switch, and I believe that the Switch's unique capabilities could create some exciting opportunities for Stardew Valley. I do want to emphasize that I'm absolutely committed to seeing Stardew Valley on Nintendo platforms, and I really do appreciate your support and understanding in this, and nobody is blaming this dude for doing so. Nintendo has ditched the Wii U. Pretty much all third-party developers have ditched the Wii U. It makes sense for them to ditch the Wii U version of Stardew Valley and release it on the upcoming Nintendo Switch, especially considering how much hype and buzz that's going into this system, and the fact that it is going to be a portable type for an indie game, a portable type of game in addition to a home console. And it just makes more sense. You don't have to worry about developing for dual screen gameplay. You don't have to worry about all that. Now you can just make the same version that's coming out for the PS4 and Xbox One on the Nintendo Switch and the PC. It's a lot simpler with just having a Nintendo Switch version. So really cool stuff there. I guess the dual screen could have added some cool stuff to the gameplay mechanics, but at the same time, I mean, it makes sense that they are doing this, and hopefully Nintendo does not have to worry about things like this in the future because their next systems sell a lot better. Stardew Valley has sold well over 1 million units, I think, on the PC. Easily over that, and it's going to do a lot better. I know Pro Jared was playing that game a lot, and I was watching him when he was playing that, and it looked really fun. So I'm definitely going to have to check that out. Maybe when the Xbox version comes out. That's coming out, and I think this December for the consoles, PS4 and Xbox One, Q4 2016. So good stuff there. Moving on though, more indie developer game news for the Nintendo Switch. So the Binding of Isaac developer teases a potential Nintendo Switch release for this game. So the Binding of Isaac developer Tyrone Rodriguez has recently posted on the company's blog talking about the series' latest iteration of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. In a blog post, Rodriguez does talk about some of the new items and the modding features that will be available in the upcoming release, but he also dropped a potential hint that the game could be coming to Nintendo Switch. He wrote that Afterbirth Plus will be coming to the PS4, Xbox One, and one more console, and also added, sorry, no PS Vita or Wii U versions date. Spring 2017. He pretty much gave it away there. I don't even know if that's teasing. That's just like, yeah, it's pretty much that. He says spring 2017. That's when the Nintendo Switch is coming out. He's saying one more console. He named the PS4. He named the Xbox One. He said, sorry, no PS Vita or Wii U version. So what system is that? It's not the Nintendo 3DS. One more console. Yeah, looks like the Nintendo Switch, spring 2017. Let's do this. So really cool stuff there. Looks like it's going to be coming to Nintendo Switch, and another great game for the Nintendo Switch probably at launch. All right, moving on to some more heavy-hitting news here. We've got the big boys coming up. EA says that they're huge fans of the Nintendo and Nintendo Switch and have a game in development for the device. Peter Moore has talked at a recent technology gathering conference in Phoenix, Arizona about a number of things that the company will be doing when it comes to Nintendo. And he says that Moore has said that they're huge Nintendo fans and they have a game in development for the upcoming Nintendo Switch platform. Although he wouldn't detail more what they're talking about, but it does seem like EA is taking a wait-and-see approach with this system. So here's what he had to say on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo in general. Nintendo has always been and always will be a very important partner in this industry. They have some of the best first-party development studios in the world and some of the most valuable intellectual properties in the world. We have announced publicly that we got a partnership with them on their new platform, the Switch. We haven't talked in detail on what that's about. You could imagine, as you heard, that a major game will be distributed on the platform. We're huge fans. We have a relationship that goes back many decades. They've had some difficult times as of recently, obviously, but never, ever discount Nintendo in this marketplace and their ability to leverage their superb game development opportunities, their intellectual properties, whether it's Mario, Zelda, whether it's Metroid Prime. We could go on forever on what they can do. Obviously, Pokemon, we've seen more recently. We're going to watch with interest, and you can rest assured that EA, just like every major publisher, is in regular conversations with Nintendo. It's kind of like being cautious, but say, hey, we're going to put out something, see how it does, see how the system sells, because they don't want to invest too much into it because of what happened with the Wii U as far as the disaster, as far as marketing, as far as games and the system just not selling. But I do think that this is going to be a little bit different with the Nintendo Switch. Do I think that we're going to get full support from EA on the Nintendo Switch? Probably not, at least not at the beginning. I think they're going to take a wait-and-see approach, kind of like what they're saying and what they're going to do. But I do feel that the Nintendo Switch, if it does sell, then you can definitely see more of EA's games on the system, just like EA put out quite a number of games on the Nintendo Wii, because that sold well, so they put out games. The Wii U, they put some games out on there, but they necessarily did not sell where they wanted to. The ports weren't up to the quality, and yeah, it just kind of just didn't go well overall. So we'll see what happens with the Nintendo Switch. I'm excited to see what EA has to offer on the system. All right, moving on to the last bit of news here, and that is more big boys from the third-party development atmosphere. So Take-Two CEO says that Nintendo is doing all it can to support developers on the Nintendo Switch. So Take-Two is one of the major third-party developers that will be dropping some games on the Nintendo Switch. We've already seen NBA 2K17 and hopefully more. So here's what the CEO of Take-Two had to say. Quotations, the folks over at Nintendo are making a great effort to support third-party developers. We're very optimistic on the Switch, though we are not announcing anything specifically today. So that's really good stuff there, and that actually is a very different turnaround from what Take-Two had to say on the Wii U at first, and then what they said like before the launch. At first they were kind of like, okay, yeah, it's looking okay, and then later like, we're not so sure about this system. And then, as you guys know what happened with Take-Two, they released one game and then they were done. It seems like they've taken a little bit different stance as far as this time goes. Not even a little bit different. It seems like they're taking a big different stance on this, especially when they're saying, hey, they're making a great effort to support developers. They did not say that with the Wii U. I don't think any third-party developer said that really with the Wii U. They just said like, hey, yeah, Nintendo's going HD. That's exciting. They have some innovative mechanics. But they never said anything like Nintendo's kind of going all out or Nintendo's really going to support us as far as what we're trying to do. I think with this NVIDIA, with the APIs, with having the architecture, I think that is reaching out to third-party developers. In addition to letting probably the big third-party developers get their hands on dev kits, first and foremost, to make sure that their games can be up and running good. So I think Nintendo got away from the Power PC. I mean, to be honest, I think if the Wii was a success, they might have went with Power PC again. Who knows? So the fact that Nintendo ditched that, they kind of ditched any type of dual screen type of mechanic or really outward crazy gimmick, at least initially, not from when they first showed off the system like they did with the Wii U and the Wii. It's just they showed off a guy just playing Legend of Zelda normally on his TV. And I think that's what some third-party developers want to make sure that Nintendo is supporting that playstyle first and foremost. And then whatever gimmick or extra type of thing that you do, it doesn't get in the way of the main way of actually playing the game, which is sitting down with buttons and a controller and playing the game right on your TV. The whole gimmick or the whole thing, if you're going to even call it a gimmick, I'm just going to call it functionality. The whole added functionality of the system is being able to take it on the go. Now, we don't know everything that's to do with the system. There could be some motion controls, there could be some stuff added to it, but at the same time, every game is going to be compatible with just playing normally, like on the GameCube and on the N64 and on the Super Nintendo and on PS4 and Xbox One. It's going to be the same thing as far as how you play the games with those buttons. So that's really exciting, and I think that's what they're talking about as far as supporting them with their architecture, with going with NVIDIA and stuff like that. So overall, I'm really excited to see what Take-Two has to offer. I'm hoping we get a GTA or we get a Red Dead Redemption 2, something like that. That would be really awesome and would show that Take-Two is serious about the system. But once again, it's all on Nintendo to make sure that this system sells and it sells well. They need games, they need to make sure that they market correctly, they need to make sure that their first-party games are high quality and come out with frequency, and the online and everything is good. If they do all that, then they should be fine selling the system and more third-party developers will jump on board. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next video. Peace.